Hi, beautiful community. How's everyone doing with all these post new moon pieces vibes? I hope you guys are doing good. I know it's been a ride, so I wanted to talk about the crystal segment portion of my dreams and a little more information I have for you since then. So in my dream, it was more I think like a twin flame, or it was just information for me to understand that we could communicate with our crystals, and it's like a personality trait as well. The reason I say this because in my dream I was holding a bowl, and in that bowl I picked the crystals that called me, and I will put them in the bowl. And there was just different type of crystals in the whole table, and I remember I put them all in a bowl for me. The peculiar part was that I met with someone in front of the fireplace, and he already picked his crystals in a bowl, and we exchanged bowls. So it was like if we were getting to know each other with the crystals we chose. It did feel intimate. I saw the silhouette of the gentleman. I think I know who he was, but again, that's the not really, it is important, but not for this video. It's, I guess, personal, subconscious stuff. But the point is that crystals are being kind of brought up to our attention right now. They are a very vital source of communication, and also like they Feng shui, they are like little mirrors. Okay, you see how they refract light. I'm looking at my notes. They do bend light, as in I have bought a lot of sun catcher from one of my friends here, and you know, when they retract the light, it goes to different beams and it creates rainbows with the sun catchers. It's the same thing with the crystals. Each crystal has its own frequency, its own beat. Okay, each crystal is known to have its own power and what it's used for. This is something, your little homework that you have to do, but I'm showing you some of my favorite crystals at the moment. You could pick your crystals out, whichever one pulls you to you. Even sometimes goes along with your chakras. Color therapy, feng shui, also protection tools, amplification tools, and the way of bending energy. What is light is literally energy for me. That's how I could explain it. So as you these are very little powerful tools you can have. Of course, they don't do everything. They align with you. Again, it's each crystal is his own person, its own frequency, its own little power, right? Or big power, depending on what crystal chooses you and what crystal you choose. For example, I remember I showed one of my friends my amethyst, and this has been one of my first crystals that I love so much. It's been in my dreams so many times, and it was to the point that I'm like, I get it, guides, I will get my amethyst, I will get it, you know. And one time one of my friends picked it up, and she was like, I felt something weird. That was weird. I felt it in my head. I'm like, yeah, you're not supposed to touch someone else's crystals, especially when they're really charged and connected to you. Okay, so big for protection. They are actually activating by themselves. I'm starting to see they're a little brighter lately, and they refract light sometimes, like to communicate with you when there's not really like a lot of light. But see, if you see this lately, it's your guides trying to communicate. If you see a reflection of light out of nowhere on the side of your eye, it's the spirit realm trying to communicate, and it's been happening a lot in the community. So another thing I wanted to talk about is, I don't know if you guys saw when I offer my free card pools, and when I was saying throwing my crystals. So lately we all been getting upgrades, activations, and downloads that it's personal to each one of us, because we all have a different set of guardians, set of spirit guardians. That's how I see it. This is how I began my relationship with them, and they all have their own, set of ways of communication. And for me lately, it's been a lot of claircognizance, where I just know that I have to do something and I do it. So something told me to grab my crystals, rub them together, activate them, and throw them. Okay? And I started doing that with this new card pools that I was offering, and somehow the messages were coming in easily. Like, I just knew what the crystals were saying, right? And I looked it up and I was like, no, there's no way. Is this seriously a new way of, divination, or, getting messages for me? And I looked it up and I said, ancient way of divination with throwing crystals. And there was a name I didn't know. It's called Lithomancy. Who would have known? And that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to not doubt yourself, because certain things that you get hinted to do is by your guardians. And now I found a new way to divine. And I have a bunch of little sacks of raw crystals that now I'm going to create my own lithomancy divination little kit to start throwing crystals. And don't think it's a loud, like a super loud message from your team. It's not usually loud. When spirit and your team speaks or nudges from God, it's something you just feel. Again, like energy, the little there you go, the refractions of light, because that we are a mirror world, and energy, you could see it by reflection. And that's another video we will go into, because it's gonna be a long one for me to explain. But we are a mirror world. It's a crystal world. What do they keep saying? Crystallization and the 5D, and it's crystals and rainbows. And what happens to a rainbow when what happens to the sunlight when it reflects a certain type of crystal? Rainbow lights everywhere, right? Hydration as well, hydro crystallizations. It's a lot that I've been looking into. This mystic does a lot of reading, especially when they pull me into a subject and I dive deep and I find all these crazy information that I did not know. I really didn't until I start, digging in there. All right, I have my the Crystal Spirit Oracle. Let's see what crystal wants to pop up for my community on the collective. Since we're talking crystals here, what crystal wants to show up for the collective? What crystal energy will benefit the collective? Oh, so we have number 9, of course, and Bix Bite. Look at that beautiful root magenta color, red magenta. And it's a 9. Oh, and so okay, this is for another segment, but this is what I'm talking about, what Albert Einstein was trying to say. We are in a different dimensions, as in this is a dimension, like I'm speaking to people that I know for a fact follow me from New Jersey and other people. So this black mirror is literally a dimension, and as you can see, I'm showing you this card, but you guys are seeing it from a different view. That could look like a 6 or a backwards, you know what I mean. But this could be another segment. It will be too much to explain right now. All right, let's learn about the big spike. Essential meaning: drive, courage, full speed ahead, spirited action. There is a time to hesitate and a time to move forward with conviction, courage, and total determination. And the time is now. Big Spike Spirit has arrived to tell you to take a deep breath and move full speed ahead with forceful action. With forceful on behalf of your own healing. Be fierce as you push through obstacles with laser focus. For stand in your way, you are meant to feel driven at this moment to break free of chains binding you to unhealthy patterns. Advocate for yourself unapologetically and be unshakable in your belief that you are worthy of achieving your goal. The conscious universe, the force that propels you, is always there for you as your ally. Now is the time to be fearless in action. Sail on. Okay, then it says here, there's a relationship message, there's a prosperity message, and a crystal spirit meditation. So this book has a lot of different little messages for everything. I guess we could read on the crystal spirit meditation. I think the first paragraph I read was very important. So Bisbite is a rare red form of beryl. Due to its rarity, only small specimens can generally be found. However, even a little piece peaks a big punch. Bisbite is an excellent stone to increase self-esteem while simultaneously giving us the courage and energy to take action on our own behalf. And I think this is perfect because I know Aries season is coming. The new equinox is coming. The new official year is gonna start, and we're gonna feel the push to start working for our goals and our priorities that we've been trying to get aligned with this energy, because it's been crazy, and you're not alone. I'm here feeling everything as well. It's been chaotic. Another thing, Lumerian quartz has been really big for me. Okay, I never dreamed that I'm a mermaid, but I do dream of oceans a lot, water, new springs coming up, new lakes. If you guys keep up with my stories, I post a lot of my downloads on my stories. But I have dreamed of sirens. I just feel that I'm connected to Gaia in a certain way that it's hard to explain with all this earth downloads I get, But anyways, Lemurian, they even say that back in the day, technology was actually, like Tesla was saying that there's so much actual electricity, energetic pull with Earth's own magnetic system, and our ancestors knew how to use crystals to conduct electricity and Earth's resources like copper, silver, and gold. But anyways, for the Lemurian crystals, they actually have little slits like this. It's hard to explain, like little hits of slits, and those are supposedly like barcodes, and that have like embedded codes in them, and it's up to us to connect to the past codes. But again, this could be another segment. I hope you guys enjoyed.